Come on. Hey, my dogs. What's good? What's good? How are you doing, man? Ladies and gentlemen, your boy, Pankey IBFLB is back once again. I don't know why I'm having a big pimple, man. But you know what? I'll check about it later, man. I did not even notice that right now. How are you doing, man? Today a big game is happening. It's gonna be starting at around 7 minutes from now. Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest. On aggregate right now, they are 1 goal down. That is Aston Villa, but Nottingham, they have an advantage of 1 goal. So it's gonna be hard for Aston Villa to come back because Nottingham Forest, they are in a top form right now. It's gonna be hard for them. But now that's why I'm here. I'm gonna be asking you in the live chat poll right now. Can Aston Villa come back and qualify come back and defeat Can Aston Villa defeat Nottingham Forest? Qualify to the finals? That's the question for the poll. Can Aston Villa defeat Nottingham Forest to qualify to the finals? That's the question of the poll. So if you are live, please get to the live chat, vote. It's a yes or no answer. Can see 1 vote is in already. I love it, man. Drop your vote. So I don't want to waste any minute. I want to go. I want to share with you my screen. So you get to know who's gonna start, because the game is gonna start in 4 minutes. You get to the starting 11 for both of the teams, right, guys? So in the meantime, like this stream, subscribe if you haven't, vote in the live chat. All right, as I work on I want to share my screen right now. I hope you're doing great right now. I hope you are doing great out there right now. Let me share my screen so we get to start from somewhere. I don't want to be telling you things that you don't know. So you can see on your screens, Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest, UEFA Europa League semi-final. The first leg, Nottingham Forest won 1-0. So it's a second leg. And as you can see, Aston Villa, they are not in a good form at the moment. In their previous 5 matches, Aston Villa, they have lost 3 out of 5 and won 2. But for Nottingham Forest, they've won 5 of the previous 5 matches they've played. So it's a wonderful winning streak. All right. So today I'm expecting Nottingham Forest to win again. What about you, man? Get to the live chat, vote. So I wanna go to the starting 11. So the home team, Aston Villa, is gonna be using a formation of 3-5-2. 3 defenders, 5 midfielders, 2 forwards. It's a crazy formation. While for Nottingham Forest, they're going to be using a formation of 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 1 forward and 1 top striker. It's crazy, man. The goalkeeper for Aston Villa tonight is Emiliano Martinez. 3 defenders, we have Torres, we have Konsa, and Lindelof. 5 midfielders for Aston Villa, we have Dine, Tillmans, Buendia, McGinn, and Cash. About A to the B. Come on, Villains. Villa to win. Oh no, no way. No way, no way, man. No way. It's not gonna happen tonight. Tonight I'm supporting Nottingham Forest fans. Where are you, man? Vote in the chat. Get to the live chat, vote. You can see the live chat. Vote. Freiburg to win. Man, why you delusional, man? So those are the 5 midfielders for Aston Villa. 2 forwards, we have Rogers and Watkins. For Nottingham Forest, their goalkeeper tonight is Ortega. 4 defenders, we have Kuna, Milenkovic, Morato, and the one and only Williams. While for midfield, we have Hutchinson, Dominguez, Anderson, McCarthy. Their forward, we have Igor Jesus and Chris Wood. Top striker. Chris Wood is a top striker, man. I'm expecting him to score today. So the game is gonna start a minute from now. Like the stream, vote, let's roll. Like the stream, vote, and let's roll. Let me put up a live commentary. Can see 3 votes in. I love it. I love what I'm saying, guys. Let me work on my live commentary. The game is gonna be starting in a minute from now. Come on, Nottingham Forest. Today I'm with you, man, till the end. Today I'm supporting Nottingham Forest. What about you, man? Vote in the live chat. Can see the game has not yet started. Don't know why there is a delay. But let me put up a live commentary. We enjoy together till the end. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Like the stream and make sure to vote, please, in the live chat. Can see 3 votes in. Drop your vote. All right, let's enjoy, man.
Forest, of course, won the old European Cup in 1979 and 1980, back in the days of...
Let's go!
And Aston Villa won the European Cup 2 years after Forest's last European triumph. That was in 1982, when Aston Villa defeated Bayern Munich in Rotterdam 1-0 to win the European Cup there. So a huge game ahead for both sides. Now, of course, we will run through, as and when we can, the latest scores in the other games taking place tonight as well. So, of course, kicking off at the same time, we have Braga against Freiburg in the other semi-final of the Europa League. We've also got both semi-finals of the UEFA Conference League as well. So Crystal Palace will be taking on Shakhtar Donetsk, and Strasbourg will be taking on Rayo Vallecano in those semi-finals. So a huge night of European action ahead. You're listening to live audio commentary of what's taking place here at Villa Park in Birmingham. Forest lead 1-0 on aggregate, and well, I don't want to put the commentator's curse on it, but I do get the feeling that we're in for a very eventful night indeed. Of course, if we are level on aggregate after 90 minutes tonight, we would go to extra time. No away goals rule, of course, these days. And if the scores are still level after extra time, we would indeed go to a dreaded penalty shootout. So we're underway now. Villa kicking us off here. Villa in their claret and blue home strip. Forest in their away white kit. Villa kicking off, and they're shooting from right to left as I see it, and Forest shooting from left to right. And it's an early goal kick then for Ortega to take. Matt Sells is on the bench for Forest. And it's a goal kick just taken short then by Ortega. And Forest will clear away here. Villa back in possession now. Ollie Watkins with the ball just inside the 18-yard box. Just knocking the ball back, trying to find McGinn. Got a Forest player down. It's Williams. McGinn claiming that Williams is obstructing the ball, but it's a free kick to Forest on their left flank in a defensive position. Be very, very interested to see how Villa approach this game. Of course, I watched and covered Villa's most recent game in the Premier League against Tottenham Hotspur, and I mean, you don't want to sound too harsh, but Villa were absolutely dreadful in that match. It's probably the worst Villa performance I've certainly seen this season. It was a horrible performance, which saw Spurs take all 3 points, a huge 3 points, of course, in that relegation battle. So Villa know they need to play much, much better than in their last game if they are to have any chance of getting through to the final of the Europa League. Now, Villa's defence just playing it out from the back here. Cash, now through to Lindelof. Just playing in midfield, it looks like, the Swedish international. It's the 3rd minute of this second leg. Still waiting for the first chance, first shot from either side. Of course, as we mentioned before, we'll let you know of any latest goals as and when we can from the other European games tonight. One goal up from Forest, looking to find Wood. Wood just sit down, but Villa's defence were able to clear the ball away, and now Forest just struggling a little bit there. Cunha looking to clear the ball away in an unconvincing fashion. Now Forest have given away a free kick, so a set piece here then for Villa inside Forest's half, but it'll certainly be too far away to go directly at goal. We're talking about a full probably 35 yards here from the right flank, but it is an opportunity for, it looks like, John McGinn to whip the ball in, possibly Matty Cash as well. He's also circling the ball, just to see what Forest's defence is made of in these very early stages of this semi-final second leg. Huge match here for both Villa and Forest. A huge game for both teams' fans and for their histories. So free kick comes in then from McGinn, and it's just steered wide. And it was Ezri Konsa that almost latched onto it at the far post. I think he missed it altogether, but what a delivery there from the Scotland international. And Ezri Konsa, did he actually get a touch onto it? Konsa just goes behind Cunha, and that was a close chance there for Villa. I don't think Konsa actually got a touch on the end of it. If he had, that would have gone in surely, but a big chance there for Villa after just 4 minutes then. And that's already got the fans up on their feet. It's a great atmosphere at Villa Park. Very lively. It's an electric feel here in Birmingham. And Villa already looking more attacking than what they did pretty much at any point in their most recent game in the league at home against Spurs. Of course, a long way to go, and the possibility of extra time as well, maybe even penalties. So Villa take a free kick just inside their own half, goes short. Konsa, who almost scored about 90 seconds ago, after that McGinn free kick, whipped towards the far post. Long ball for Villa to chase down. And it's going to be given as a goal kick to Forest. Rogers just not quite able to get to the ball in on time. Vitor Pereira with a smile on his face there. been absolutely fantastic for Forest since coming in as the head coach. As we mentioned before, Forest currently on a run of 5 wins in a row in all competitions, 10 games unbeaten in all competitions as well, when you mix the Premier League and UEFA Europa League together. So a brilliant run. Remarkable that Forest still haven't actually officially escaped the drop yet, despite their rich vein of form. Forest now have possession in the centre of midfield, just into Villa's half. Now with Cunha, passes it to Hutchinson on the right flank. Hutchinson looking to get past Dina. Good intensity shown there by Hutchinson. Ball's gone out and it'll be a throw to Forest in good position here. Of course, the first goal of this second leg, if we are to get one, absolutely vital.
What?
Both teams
Braga are down to 10 men.
Forest get it. They are firmly in the driving seat, but if Villa get the first goal here in this second leg, it is well and truly game and tie on. 7 minutes gone then. Dominguez with the throw. Goes backwards. Now with Cunha. Milenkovic. Back to Cunha, just over the halfway line. Hutchinson with an early delivery. A bit too early there. Wood can't get close to it, and the ball will just go harmlessly to
It's
Martinez.
over for Braga.
Torres. Back to the keeper. Just on the penalty spot now. Now with Conser. To the right-hand side, looking to find Cash, trying to link up with Lindelof. Comes off the Forest player last, so it'll be a throw to Villa, midway up the right flank on their own half. Cash with the throw, back to Conser. Martinez, just inside his own 6-yard box here. He's taking his time, the Argentina international. World Cup winner. Ball goes out of play, not the best of deliveries there from the World Cup winning goalkeeper. So throw to Forest.
Braga are down to 10 men.
On the right-hand side,
Freiburg, they are taking it, man, to the final.
Crowd here at Villa Park, as you can imagine. Full to the brim, really, with expectant home supporters, but also expectant Forest away supporters as well. Just coming towards the 9th minute of this second leg. 0-0 on the 9th, 1-0 on aggregate to Forest. The Forest player that's just gone down. Referee, don't think is interested. It's just signalling actually that Matty Cash is about to take his throw in a position too far forward. Just wondering if the free kick has actually been given to Forest. The referee just having a quick word with Unai Emery. Just tell him not to speak to him from outside his technical area. It is actually a free kick to Forest then, after Williams was just bundled over by Cash. Now all the way back to Ortega. Forest looking to go down this left-hand side. Now in their midfield. Just over the halfway line here. That's a great pass in. Can it find Hutchinson? It can. Now he's just inside the 18-yard box. He'll go for goal, and it's steered just a couple of yards wide. That was a decent opportunity there for Omari. Hutchinson from the right flank came in onto his left foot, which he did plenty of times a week ago in the first leg at City Ground. Went for goal, and it wasn't too far away at all. Curved it round Dina, curved it round Torres as well. But Martinez just watches the ball to his relief go wide of the post, but that's Forest's first opportunity then of this second leg. Now Forest back on the attack, going down this left-hand side again. Early delivery, that's very well defended there by Torres. Now Villa will clear the ball away. Just a slip there from Buendia.
Villa dominates.
Tielemans will carry the ball forward. In fact, he keeps on going forward. He's got about 35 yards here. Now looking to play the ball in. And the ball just rolls harmlessly away. And Forest will be able to clear the ball away through Milenkovic. Now, Hutchinson on the ball once more, receiving support from Anderson. Of course, a lot of talk about whether Elliot Anderson should have received a red card in that first leg. Unai Emery certainly wasn't happy with the outcome there when he brought down Ollie Watkins. Felt it was a failure on VAR's part not to intervene. Now, Forest just playing the ball out right from the back here, starting with Ortega. Cunha just passes back to Milenkovic. Now just up to the halfway line, but Villa are able to dispossess. Buendia now finds Tielemans. Back to Emi Buendia, about 20 yards away, on the left of centre. Manages to find Ollie Watkins. Can Watkins get round Milenkovic? Yes, he can. Then Watkins looks to play the ball across the face of goal. Comes off Cunha last, and it's going to be a corner then to Villa. And that attack gets a rapturous round of applause from the home supporters. So Villa's first corner of the game is going to come in from Cash on this left-hand side. It looks as if he's going to whip this corner in. Plenty of bodies around the edge of the 6-yard area here. Big moment in this game. First corner then for Villa, 12th minute. Cash puts the delivery in, and it's tipped over the bar there by the goalkeeper. It was Pau Torres with a glancing header, and I think that was in underneath the bar. That's a good save there from Ortega. Torres, it was a good header. It might have actually just hit the bar if Ortega hadn't have touched it, but Ortega could not take any risk there. Still a good save. Now it's going to be a corner from the opposite flank then. So a corner now from Villa's right-hand side. This time it's going to be McGinn to take. McGinn aimed at the near post. And what's happened here? I think the corner's going to be retaken. Yeah, corner's going to be retaken. So the referee, I think, just noticed something before the corner was delivered in. And it's going to be taken again. So McGinn gets a second bite of the cherry here. Better delivery this time, only just flapped away by the goalkeeper. It scrambled around the area here before Forest's defence are just able to clear the ball away. Certainly Villa's best spell of the second leg so far. Tielemans about 40 yards away. Ball pretty much all of Forest's side sat behind the ball here. Now McGinn on this right-hand side, looking to get the delivery in here, and it's just headed away by Forest's defence inside their own 18-yard box. Now Buendia, Villa with a bit of momentum here, but that's not a great delivery though from the Argentine. And a bit of respite here for Forest, and some much needed respite, because that was a very good spell of 2 to 3 minutes there for Villa that almost saw them make the breakthrough in this second leg. That glancing header there, it would have got in. You can tell there from the reverse angle from the sort of the bottom of where the netting is. It was a great save from Ortega. The ball was dipping underneath the bar, and Torres denied by a good save to tip the ball over the bar from Stefan Ortega, who's in the starting lineup ahead of Matt Sells. So goal kick distributed there by Ortega. Forest maintain possession. Hutchinson goes from the halfway line now to the right flank, looking for support, finds it with Cunha. Quick 1-2. Cunha again, now to Milenkovic. Into the centre circle, finds Anderson.
My boy saying vote in the live chat, man.
Anderson.
Drop your votes in the live chats.
Pressing though from Villa, back to
Villa dominating.
Quick 1-2
Let's
there.
go.
The Forest just forced to go back to Ortega. Now the keeper will go long with his delivery.
Ortega, what a save.
Played back into Forest's own half. And the visitors are just able to keep possession though. Quarter of an hour gone then. Still 0-0 in this second leg. Still 1-0 on aggregate to Forest. Forest are 75 minutes away from reaching the final of the UEFA Europa League, where they will play either Sporting Club de Braga of Portugal or Sport Club Freiburg of Germany. But Buendia on the counter-attack here with a deflected effort, but it's a comfortable save for Ortega to make. But
Ortega,
a decent effort in the end from Buendia. Just don't think he quite got the conviction that he wanted in that. Still a fairly comfortable save for Ortega to make, but certainly been a bit more promising from Villa in the last 4 or 5 minutes, and this is light years ahead of how they performed against Spurs the other weekend, where they were absolutely dreadful in that game. Long chip up top for Forest, though. Chris Wood looking to chest the ball down. That's good defending, though, from Torres. Is able to take the ball away from the New Zealand international, and now Villa looking to go down this right-hand side with John McGinn. Just going over the halfway line, and is fouled by Elliot Anderson. McGinn plays a free kick quick, and too quick for the referee's liking. McGinn not happy with the referee's decision there, but he's going to have to retake the free kick after being penalised by Elliot Anderson. Now into the 16th minute. It's going to be a free kick. And the referee is now having a few words with Unai Emery, and he's shown a yellow card to, I don't know if it's to one of Villa's members of staff or whether it's to one of Villa's substitutes, but Unai Emery is just urging the people behind him, staff members and substitutes, to just calm it down a little bit. The referee clearly heard something there. I don't know who got the yellow card. One of Villa's coaches, staff members, or one of the Villa substitutes has been shown the first booking of the game, and Emery just urging just for a bit of calm behind him.
Pressure.
High emotions here. There's still a long way to go. Hutchinson just inside his own half, just being forced under a lot of pressure there from Digne. Now an early delivery from Forest, long down the right-hand side. That's easy for Torres to claim. He's just got plenty of time to start a new attack from scratch for Villa. Now with Concert, of course, could have scored after only about 3 or 4 minutes played.
A new update, Freiburg are back in it. 1 goal scored. Braga going home, man. Sorry.
As we touched on before.
Thank you for the update, my
goal,
boy.
if it comes, of course. His first goal in his second leg, absolutely vital. Both head coaches know that. Villa on the break now, just going over the halfway line. Player goes down, and it is going to be a free kick to Villa after Rodgers is sent tumbling down to the ground, and the yellow card comes out here, and it's shown to Morato. So Morato, certainly the first player on the pitch to receive a yellow card then in his second leg, and the first Forest player to receive a booking. That was a kind of letting you know I'm there challenge, let's put it that way. Quite robust there on Rodgers. And Morato, I don't think he can really have any complaints about that. He's shown a yellow card, so he's got to be careful for the rest of this game, which of course could potentially go to extra time. So Tielemans take the free kick for Villa, about 40 yards out, chipped into the 18-yard box, but he gets too much purchase on it, and it goes out to play for a goal kick for Ortega to take. So just not much in this tie at all, of course, including the first leg. Still, the only difference between these sides is that converted penalty from Chris Wood in the second half of that first leg. If you have just tuned in, by the way, and if you're a supporter of Nottingham Forest, Morgan Gibbs-White is on the bench. So he isn't starting, but he is available to come on from the bench. Of course, he sustained that really nasty facial injury in Forest's last game against Chelsea. So he is on the bench, and I'm pretty certain if he does come on, he will have to wear a protective mask over his face. But Villa now on the break all of a sudden here. Buendia goes down, and the referee very, very quickly gives the free kick to Villa. And this time, the free kick is in a very promising position. Buendia went down. Dominguez with the offence. Looks as if Dominguez is going to avoid the booking. Watkins just having a chat now with the referee. Let's have a look at the first replay. I've got my monitor here. Yeah, just a clumsy challenge there from Dominguez. I don't think he can have any complaints about that either. So Villa certainly drawing in these fouls here, and it's giving Villa some opportunities via set pieces, but this free kick is certainly a lot closer to the goal than what any of the other set pieces have been before. So, who's going to take it though for Villa? We're now into the 21st minute of this second leg, still goalless, but Forest, of course, crucially lead 1-0 on Aggregate. Ortega just getting his wall sorted here. Looks if it's either going to be Buendia or Digne to take the free kick. It's only about maybe just over 20 yards away, and it's in a central position, maybe just to the right-hand side. It's a free kick in a very promising area, but will it be Buendia or Digne to take? Ball still being sorted. And now the go-ahead is given. Free kick comes in from Buendia, and it takes a deflection actually off the top of the Forest wall, and it will go out for a corner. Not sure if that was heading in on target or not, but either way, it's a corner for Villa on this left-hand side, and it's going to be Matty Cash to take. Now into the 22nd minute here, so midway through the first half. Corner comes in, and comes off Tielemans last, goes a long way wide, and it will be a goal kick for Ortega to take. So I think certainly no question so far in this second leg, Villa have been the better side. Of course, it's still Forest that hold that crucial one-goal advantage after the first leg. Long delivery then from the tricky trees. Wood tries to get on the end of it, gets a head on it, but the ball then goes out of play. So far, total attempts, Villa have had 6 attempts to Forest's 1. In terms of attempts on target, Villa have had 2 to Forest's 0 at the moment, but of course still a long, long way to go. So into the 23rd minute now, Villa's just trading passes between their defence. Now back to Martinez. Long delivery this time from the Argentinian international, trying to find Watkins up top, and then Rogers trying to press the Forest defence, trying to force an error there, but Forest's midfield now able to get to the ball. Anderson inside the centre circle to Morato, who's on a yellow card. He's got to be careful. Now all the way back to Ortega. Morato again. Now to Anderson. It's dispossessed though, and now Villa can very quickly go in the counter here. Watkins. Just kind of stranded at the moment on this right-hand side, but he's got support. McGinn. Now Cash. Plenty of Villa players forward here. Only Chris Wood for Forest ahead of where the ball is. Lindelof. Cash. Back to Lindelof on this right-hand side. About 15 yards over the halfway line. Cash with a delivery into the 18-yard box, headed away by the Forest defence. Only as far as McGinn, though. Now McGinn plays the ball to Rogers, plays the ball in across the face of goal. It rebounds off Buendia last, and it will be a goal kick for Ortega to take. Just a couple of appeals for an Elliot Anderson handball. Only a couple, though. So we'll get a replay of that, but it doesn't look as if there are any serious appeals, though, for an actual handball. So goal kick to be taken then from Ortega. In this fascinating and intriguing Europa League semi-final between two clubs that are desperate to finally win another European trophy to add to their honours. Forest's defence just playing the ball back to the keeper, so Cunha back to Ortega. Long ball up top. Just kept in play by Williams on the left-hand side. Now back to Ortega. Cunha. Just coming under pressure here from Buendia. Great pressing there from Buendia. Digne slips. The Villa is still able to recover through Tielemans. Buendia gets the delivery in. It's charged down by Cunha, and it goes out for another corner here for Villa. And Villa Well, Buendia there just geeing the crowd up. He's trying to get this atmosphere as lively as possible here. Just gesturing to them, trying to get the fans right behind them all the way throughout this second leg. So, corner to come in for Villa. Now into the 26th minute. Corner now comes in then from the left-hand side. Only just headed away by the Forest defence. Then Watkins manages to get a header on target, but it's straight at Ortega. But Watkins has gone down, holding his face. We've also got a Forest player down as well, holding his face. So we just need to see a replay here on my monitor just to find out exactly
More minutes to be
what
added.
happened there. So we've got Watkins down, but also a Forest player down as well, both holding their faces. So we've just got a break in play here while physios for both teams are checking up here. Just trying to ascertain exactly who it is that's gone down for Nottingham Forest. We now go into the 27th minute of the match. We'll just try and give you some latest scores elsewhere in the other semi-final ties in the Europa League and the Conference League as well. Just trying to see on my monitor exactly what happened. So it's Watkins and Morato. Just an inadvertent collision. Nothing malicious in that, I don't think at all. I can tell you, by the way, that in the second leg, in the other Europa League semi-final, very interesting here. So Freiburg are 1-0 up, so it's 2-2 on aggregate, but crucially, Braga are down to 10 men. Remarkably, Dorgales was sent off after 6 minutes for Braga. So Braga sent down to 10 men with 84 minutes still on the clock. And then Freiburg took the lead in the 19th minute through Kubler. So 1-0 to Freiburg, but it's 2-2 on aggregate. And in the Conference League, well, Crystal Palace in control now. Well, very much in control. They won the first leg 3-1. They're now 1-0 up at Selhurst Park. So they're now 4-1 up on aggregate over Shakhtar Donetsk. There's an own goal that gave Palace the lead there in that second leg. And it's currently goalless in the second leg between Strasbourg and Rayo Vallecano. So the Spanish side still lead 1-0 on aggregate. So that's how it's looking then in the other semi-finals here, elsewhere in the Europa League and the Conference League. So Watkins is now sat up, but he took a fair old whack there with Morato. Morato is now up on both feet and looks to be fine. Watkins is sat up, but still being treated here. It's be interested to see if Ollie Watkins
Palace will surely win this cup.
Fair whack, and he is bleeding as well. You can just see.
You are right, my boy.
And you can see
Palace, they are destroying Shakhtar Donetsk.
So he's now being strapped up.
They're going to win this, man.
A bandage now being put over his head. So it will be interesting to see if Watkins will be okay to continue here. But this is quite a long break. Probably about 3 minutes gone already here for this incident.
Crystal Palace are going to be taking the Conference League.
Watkins definitely was worse off there. So it's the 30th minute then, half an hour
over
gone.
for
No question,
Donetsk.
Villa have been the better side so far in this second leg.
Absolutely, my boy.
But at the moment, it won't be enough for Villa. At the moment, it's Forest going through to the final of the Europa League. They are 60 minutes of game time away from reaching a major European club competition
42
final.
minute, still nil
So
nil.
Watkins,
Nottingham Forest
still receiving
leading
treatment, is being
in aggregate.
still being bandaged up. He's got a couple of Villa physios around him. And he's still sat on the turf. But Ollie Watkins then, the England international, is now getting up. And he gets a big ovation from the Villa crowd. And so, be fascinated to see just within these next few minutes if Watkins can keep going here. So he's bandaged up. He was definitely bleeding as well. Now he's got to go off the field because, of course, he was treated by the physios, but it does look as if he will come back on shortly. But will he be able to stay on the pitch? So, game restarts finally. So we've had probably about 4 minutes off there, maybe even 5. So we're probably going to get a fair bit of stoppage time at the end of this first half. And Villa had a lot of momentum before that incident. Can Forest maybe take advantage of this and just get some momentum for themselves here?
Villa are dominating like crazy.
Jesus looking to chase down a ball. Jesus had a pretty quiet game, it has to be said. Forest had that early opportunity, didn't they, with Hutchinson? But apart from that, pretty certain that's their only proper attempt that they've had, really. As head coach Vitor Pereira watches on, he's sort of sat on their cooler box.
Nottingham Forest
Watches on the action.
Let's go.
Hutchinson, chip delivery into the 18-yard box. It's comfortably headed by Torres into the path of Martinez. Villa can't keep possession though. Forest straight down the attack on this right wing. Hutchinson into the middle of play. Anderson. Smart delivery to the left-hand side. Finds Williams. Now back to McAtee. Dominguez. McAtee through the middle with Wood. That's a nice link-up play here. This is Forest's best move of the match so far. Then a pass across the face of goal. Takes a heavy touch off Lindelof. Forest have possession back on this left-hand side through Williams. Now it's headed away by Buendia. And then a long-range attempt there from Forest goes a long, long way over the bar.
Donetsk.
It's Dominguez with the
Shakhtar Donetsk
a long way over the bar.
Equalize. It's 1-1
testing
versus
Martinez
Crystal Palace. Crazy, man. It's crazy over there.
It's going to be a goal kick for Emi
Big up
Martinez
for the
to
update,
take.
boy.
Now Villa starting from scratch, playing it out from the back in the 33rd minute. Concert is taking the ball out of defence now. Now to Cash on the right-hand side. One of the best passes there from the Polish international. Cleared away by Forest. Trying to find Wood. Well defended by Concert. Now Lindelof. That's a good ball. Finds the bandaged figure of Watkins, who's now back on the field. McGinn goes down. Has the ball taken away from him by McAtee. Ball runs out of play. And it'll be a throw for Villa. McGinn takes. Finds Buendia. Tielemans. Out to Torres. Buendia. Nice 1-2. Now the ball diverts to Rogers. Watkins. Just a slip there from Buendia, but he's been able to recover possession. Tielemans, Villa on the attack. Matty Cash might go for goal here from long range. It's kept low down, but it's cleared away by the Forest back line. And now the visitors can go in a breakaway themselves. Hutchinson going down this right flank, looking to go past Torres. That's dispossessed by Villa. Rogers. That's a smart pass to his right-hand side. Finds Tielemans. Tielemans from long range, and it's very, very close indeed. Kept low down. Bit of a daisy cutter there. And that's not far at all from hitting the target. Maybe only a yard and a half wide of the post. It was close, but the Belgian international just dragging his effort wide there. It was there to be hit. He had space. But it goes wide, and it will be a goal kick for Ortega to take. So another decent chance there for Villa, but if they are to get through to the final of the Europa League, they've got to be more clinical. Possession now back with Martinez, all the way up the other end. Short pass to Torres. Just weighing up his options here. Just being pressed by Jesus.
Aston Villa. Oh my goodness.
Concert. Tempo is slowed down a little bit here. Now Martinez goes long with his distribution, looking to find Ollie Watkins, and Watkins almost is able to get round the defender there. Can't quite do so in the end. Now Villa have won back possession. Buendia now looking to find Rodgers. Now Watkins on the left-hand side finds Buendia, goes further inside the 18-yard box. He goes past one, he goes past two. Looks to play the ball across the face of goal, and it's got in! Ollie Watkins has diverted the ball into the back of the net, and Aston Villa have gone 1-0 up in this second leg, and it's all square on aggregate. It's 1-1. Ollie Watkins with the goal from close range as the Villa faithful go absolutely wild here at Villa Park. They've been the better side so far in this second leg, and they've now brought the game and the tie all together, all square on aggregate. It's Villa 1, Forest 0. On aggregate, it's 1-1, and now we very much have a game on here, and it's not just game on, it's tie on. 1-1 on aggregate. Ollie Watkins with the goal in the 36th minute. Villa's pressing game has been very, very good as this first half has progressed. It's brought the Forest defence into lots of trouble. And then Buendia goes past one, goes past two, plays the ball across the face of goal, and Watkins just in at the right place at the right time, and is able to smash the ball home from only around 4 or 5 yards out.
Nottingham
defence finished, but that's Ollie Watkins' job.
Poor defence.
And he's brought Villa on to level terms. So Villa take the lead in this second leg then after around 36 minutes played. And they're looking to break into Forest's half a game. But now the Tricky Trees have recovered possession here through Dominguez in the centre of midfield. So Forest not really been playing their best, certainly, in this second leg. Did have that chance quite early on through Hutchinson, which was close to being on target. But apart from that, not really troubled the Villa defence so far. But of course, now that Villa have got a goal in this tie, this might just shake Forest into action here. And are we now going to see a much more improved performance from the visitors in tonight's game? Great skill, by the way, from Emi Buendia to get past Elliot Anderson and Jair Cunha, and then plays a nice smart ball across the face of goal, and Watkins from only around 4 yards out, and manages to get to the ball just before Nico Williams. And well, there you go, the reaction from Unai Emery, as you can imagine, frenzied and frantic, plenty of fist pumping.
This game is gonna get wild, man.
When
we need to go to extra time.
He takes the coat off and slams it down to the ground. Probably not too cold for the coat to be on though. But now Villa back on the counter again here. John McGinn going down the centre. Ollie Watkins from the edge of the area is palmed away by the goalkeeper. And then Villa with Morgan Rodgers playing the ball. Not too sure what Rodgers was thinking there. Just a very heavy delivery and it goes out of play. But a big moment there for Ollie Watkins. Just inside the edge of the area. Good hit. And Ortega palms the ball away. And Forest are on the ropes here. This has been a very good performance, and Villa will just...
boy, you are saying no extra time.
They don't want the half-time interval to...
Full-time play, 90 minutes.
They want half-time
That's
right
what
now.
I see, man.
And they've just got to withstand... Well, there will be quite a lot of stoppage time because of that incident with Morato and Watkins. So it's probably still another 10 minutes to go at least of this first half. But it's Villa on top at the moment. Of course, overall, it's all square, 1-1 on aggregate. It's going to be a goal kick for Ortega to take.
Nottingham, come on. Yes,
I think Forest just want to slow down the tempo a little bit here. As this first half has progressed, Villa have been more and more on top. Forest just need to slow down the tempo just a little bit, because this has been a very strong Villa performance so far, light years ahead of that performance against Spurs last weekend, and to be fair, light years ahead of their last couple of Premier League games. So 40 minutes gone, but as we mentioned before, there's probably going to be quite a lot of stoppage time before we reach the interval because of the clash of heads between Morato and Watkins. So Forest in possession. What can they do here? It'll be really interesting to see how Forest can respond. Enormous game for both teams. How can Forest
Nottingham, let's go.
deal with this situation where they've suffered their first setback of this type? Pereira's busy making notes as he... Forest back with Anderson in midfield. That's a good ball there from the England international. Hutchinson looking to go past his marker. Looking to go past Torres. That's well defended in the end from Buendia. I thought that was Dina actually, but that was Buendia tracking a long way back there. It's going to be a throw to Forest. And of course, this is the beauty of the European competition semi-final. The Forest goal though before half-time, then all of a sudden the atmosphere is deflated at Villa Park, then all the momentum is with Forest. It's on the knife edge right now. Villa looking to play the ball out from their own box. Buendia will go long in the end, but will just go as far as Morato, just over the halfway line. Now all of a sudden it's all of Villa's players playing behind the ball. And Forest just with Milenkovic going all the way back to Ortega.
Freiburg has scored.
Ortega with a long kick just over the halfway line. Now back to Anderson in the centre of Forest's midfield. Goes about 10 yards up. Now to Hutchinson on this right flank, about 30 yards away from the byline.
Is it 2-0
back to
for
Anderson.
Freiburg?
Receives support here from Dominguez. Anderson again with Hutchinson on this right-hand side. Probably the most possession Forest have had for quite some time here. Milenkovic now to Morato. Being pressured by Rogers. That's an interesting through ball, but Martinez wins the race for it and claims it ahead of Woods. So 3 minutes to go, but then we will then go into stoppage time. Now I would imagine probably at least 5 minutes. I think we might even get 6, maybe even 7. So Martinez plays it short to Konsa. Now Lindelof. Martinez. Torres. Dina. Pressing from Forest. Villa, though, do well to keep possession at the back. And now they can break free down this right-hand side. Matty Cash now over the halfway line. John McGinn takes his time, weighing up his options here. Back to Cash, further on this right flank. He's about just over 30 yards away from the byline. Back to Lindelof. Quick 1-2 with Tielemans. Lindelof to Cash. Back to the Swedish international. Now Konsa. Konsa goes over the halfway line. Now Villa gradually move the ball to the left. Now back to the centre. Tielemans up to Watkins, who's just sat back a little bit here. Tielemans. Villa with plenty of possession. Movement on the ball has been very nice from Villa. Best I've seen it in a little while. Probably the best since the first half against Sunderland. Torres. Dina. Back to the halfway line. Just over a minute to go in terms of normal time then of half-time. Sorry, of this first half. Tielemans. Rogers. Torres. This has been about 30 passes here from Villa. Again, as well to keep hold of the ball away from Elliot Anderson. Again goes down, and that is a free kick. McAtee gives away the foul there. And so a free kick for Villa. Plays it early, a little bit too early though, and Forest's defence are able to not fall for the trap there. And now Forest have won a free kick themselves. I think it's Anderson that's gone down there. We've just got a slight break in play as Elliot Anderson stays down after he was tripped by Emi Buendia. So whilst Anderson is, he is now back up. I thought he was about to be treated, but Anderson is already back up. I can tell you, by the way, in the other semi-final, Freiburg are now in control. They're 2-0 up on the night and now lead 3-2 on aggregate, and Braga are down to 10 men. So at the moment, Freiburg are heading to the final, but who will they play? Still absolutely no idea. It's very, very even indeed between Villa and Forest in this two-legged affair. So we're going to have only 4 minutes then of stoppage time. A little bit surprised at that because that Watkins-Morato incident did take some time to get sorted. So just the 4 minutes. Villa keep possession in the centre of midfield. Rodgers. Now to Cash, just going over the halfway line. Tries to keep the ball in play. McGinn trying to help out as well. Another Forest player goes down. And what's the referee giving here? Yeah, he's giving a free kick. Just a late challenge from John McGinn. Oh, yeah, that's not a good challenge there from McGinn. Just wonder if VAR might just look into that further. Very late on the ankle as well, but that's not a great challenge from McGinn. I'm got to be honest, I'm very surprised VAR haven't looked into that further because that was not a good challenge at all. And but yeah, there's play on. It's whether it was checked, it's already come to an end and play continues here. So we get perhaps a little bit fortuitous there. So we're in stoppage time then, just over 2 minutes to go before we reach the interval. Villa on the attack once more. Buendia, not the best of passers, was trying to find Watkins but couldn't find it. But now Watkins has got the ball back here. The bandaged figure of Watkins, bandage over his head. Now Didier on the left-hand side. Buendia goes down, but the referee will play on here, will play advantage. Torres, back to Didier on this left-hand side. Good skills there by the French fullback. We've got a Villa player down. It's Emi Buendia. It was Cunha with the late challenge, and the yellow card comes out there for Cunha. Not happy with the decision, shakes his head. Let's have a look at the first replay here. I think we need a better look, better angle here. Yeah, foot over, just right on the ankle there on Buendia. So booking for Cunha doesn't look as if it's going to be checked for, a possible red card. Although play still hasn't restarted just yet. A minute to go then of stoppage time. So yeah, we've just had a break just because they were just checking if Buendia could continue, and he can. So we're just waiting now for the free kick delivery to come in from Yuri Tielemans on this left wing. So played deep into the 18-yard area, but that's comfortably claimed by Ortega. He'll take those all night long. And can Forest just get one more attack in then before the interval? There's just over 30 seconds to go. Anderson on this left-hand side, looking to bulldoze his way through Villa's central midfield, and it's a free kick to Forest. The Villa supporters not happy at all with that decision. As if it was Rodgers that just bundled over Anderson. Of course, both Anderson and Rodgers could well be in the England squad for this summer's FIFA World Cup, which Flashscore will be providing commentaries for I believe, every single game at the competition. And there's plenty of them, because there's 48 teams these days. So just waiting for this free kick to be chipped in then from Anderson. You'd imagine towards the edge of the 18-yard box. This would be a very, very good time to Forest to edge back in front. Free kick, chipped it into the area. Oh, it's a heavy touch there off Jesus last, and the ball will go out for a goal kick. We might not even have time for the goal kick to be taken. And indeed, there goes the half-time whistle from the referee. So we've got a fascinating tie on our hands here, of course. After the end of the first leg, it finished Forest 1 Villa 0. But at half-time, In the second leg at Villa Park, it's Villa 1, Forest 0, thanks to an Ollie Watkins goal in the 36th minute after an excellent assist from Emi Buendia. So an aggregate, it's 1-1 between Villa and Forest in this all Premier League affair in this Europa League semi-final. We'll be taking a break now of around about 10 to 12 minutes, but don't worry, we'll be back just before the start of the second half, and who knows, maybe even extra time and penalties. So we'll just take a quick break now. We'll be back in around 10.
Half-time score, Aston Villa 1, Nottingham Forest 0. On aggregate is 1-1. Yeah. Nottingham Forest, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening with you. Nottingham Forest, they are down bad, man. They are not attacking. They are just defending, and they are poor at defending. It's crazy. Also, some updates came in a few minutes ago from a boy A to the B. In the live chat, you can see Freiburg has scored 2 goals. I think it's now 2-0 halftime, if I'm not wrong. And surprise, surprise, Braga is down to 10 men. One of the player got a red card on the 6th minute, if I'm not wrong. Just heard from my fellow commentator, man, that not my fellow, man. No, don't know what I'm saying. The commentary you've been listening to. He said Braga's player got a red card on the 6th minute. I hope it's true. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the live chat. Yeah. I'm having hopes Nottingham Forest, they're gonna come fully charged and ready to go hard. Ready to go hard on this, man. Because in the first half, they've played a shitty game, man. Damn. I can't even believe it, man. This is not Nottingham Forest I saw playing against Chelsea. This is not Nottingham Forest. Please, I hope in the changing room, their coach will do something. Will talk to he will talk to his players, motivate them, do some few changes, and make his team, man, qualify to the finals, man. I'm rooting for Nottingham Forest to qualify. If Nottingham Forest wins today, it's an automatic ticket. They're gonna be winning the Europa League. Because Freiburg is not that tough, if you ask me. You can't compare Freiburg with an EPL team. You can't do that, man. It's not even serious. Yeah, so I think I'm just rooting for Nottingham. But Aston Villa, they are on fire. Formation is the problem. How can you play 8 defenders? No, they were just trying to, defend the 1 goal they had, the 1 goal on aggregate advantage that they had. But it seems it was a bad idea. A terrible idea. Their coach should do something. Talk to them, change the formation. They should come back with that new strategy on how to curb and win this match, man. I don't want Aston Villa to win, man, to be honest. I don't want it. And you can see on your screens Nottingham Forest, in their previous 5 matches, they've been winning. I don't know why today they are trying to play defensive game. Attack. You've been attacking. You've been winning your matches. I don't know what's happening to Nottingham Forest, man. Today, they are down. They are so down. But I am not losing hope. Never giving up on them. I believe in the second half they're gonna come back and score goals. Even just one goal. They need just one goal. They'll be better. But Aston Villa, they are looking so, they are so dangerous, man. They are sharp. Ollie Watkins today is playing like he never, like Ollie Watkins has been playing a shitty game all along in their previous matches. But today, Ollie Watkins is playing up the best, the best. Buendia, Cash, beautiful, beautiful. Hutchinson, the best. Also, I must acknowledge, man, the Nottingham Forest goalkeepers has made good saves, man. Aston Villa could be leading right now with more than 3 goals. But Ortega has saved Nottingham Forest. They're even on a level, man. 1-1 on aggregate. So they need to do something, man. Their goalkeeper is doing a good, beautiful job in the box. But now they need to go forward. Attack. My boy, you are saying Chris Wood, man. I don't know what's happening with Chris Wood, man. No, he's not making the best runs. He's not making the best run. Today, Ollie Watkins is playing. Ollie Watkins is playing the best. Buendia also is working, man. He's always working. I love it, man. I love it. I think Nottingham Forest, they need to change the formation. 4-4-1. 4-4-1-1. Is it 4-4-1-1? Yeah, 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, 1 forward and 1 striker. Yeah, they need to work on that, man. It is terrible. How many minutes remaining? Less than 4 minutes. Less than 4 minutes, we get to the second half, guys. Make sure to vote if you haven't. Get to the live chat. Vote. I can see 6 votes are in. The question for the poll is, can Aston Villa defeat Nottingham Forest to qualify to the finals? Yes is at 83%. Can see a lot of people today are supporting Aston Villa. No at 17%. Where are Nottingham Forest? Nottingham Forest, where are you? Vote, 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 vote. Come on. Don't let your team down, man. Drop a vote, drop your vote. Subscribe if you haven't. And also, I don't know why I'm always forgetting this, man. Good news is you can be a member, man. Don't know why I'm always forgetting, this crucial information to you guys, whoever is watching right now. You can be a member on this channel and enjoy the membership packs for only 69 cents. All right, just subscribe, click the join button. It's just Okay, you can see it on your screen after subscribing. Click the join button and choose the package you want. There's a package as low as $0.69. All right, you know what to do, man. Click join, be a member, and enjoy. Soon I'll be creating content for members only. Yeah, some for you guys only, because you're supporting me. Members always support, and I must do something about it, man. All right, yeah. So join, be a member, and enjoy membership packs. That being said, man, we are remaining with less than 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes to get to the second half, man. Get to see if Nottingham Forest are gonna be scoring another goal for them to qualify, or Nottingham Forest are gonna pull up their socks and win that match. They had an advantage, but right now in the second half, no team has an advantage. They're just like on a clean slate, 0-0. So whoever scores even one goal and maintains it till the end qualifies. That's how the second half will be. Easy if you are good. If you're not playing the best, you'll get to be disqualified, man. So let's wait and see what will happen. Re-energize, drink some water, grab your popcorns, don't log off, because the second half is gonna be fire, man. The second half is gonna be fire. As we are waiting for that, let me check on something. As we are waiting on that, make sure you have subscribed if you haven't. Join the team. Join the team. Join the team, join the team, join the team. The second half is gonna be starting in less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Join the team. Join the team. Any minute from now, the second half is gonna be starting, because the 10 minutes are over.
Welcome back, everyone. Matthew Rhodes here for Flash Score. We're just moments away from the start.
Yeah, the second half is gonna be starting any second from now. You ready for that?
It's 1-1 on Aggregate. I can tell you that Forest, it looks if they are making a change for the start of this second half. So
Beautiful.
Ryan Yates is coming on for James McAtee. So that's one change that Forest head coach Vitor Pereira has made. So Yates now steps onto the pitch as we're just about to start this second half then here at Villa Park. So just to confirm, one change then at the interval. It's gone from Forest. And James McAtee has gone off for Ryan Yates to come on. No changes made from Villa head coach Unai Emery. So Forest about to get us underway then for the second half of this semi-final second leg between Villa and Forest here. Villa in their claret and blue home strip, Forest in their white away shirts. Villa now shooting from left to right, and Villa aiming from right to left. And it's going to be the visitors that will get us underway in just a moment's time here. So just a quick reminder, one substitution then at the interval that Vitor Pereira has made, and that is James McAtee has been replaced by Ryan Yates. I'm pretty sure that means Ryan Yates will also take up the captain's armband for Forest from Chris Wood, as well as Ryan Yates would normally be the first choice captain for Forest. I can tell you Prince William is watching on. To the throne is, if you didn't know already, is a massive Aston Villa fan. He's a big sports fan in general, and he's watching on. And he'll have been pleased with how the first half went. Villa were by a mile the better team in that first half in the second leg, but of course it's now dead level on aggregate after Forest were the better team in that first leg and got that 1-0 victory thanks to a converted second half penalty from Chris Wood. So even Stevens here. So now just into the second minute of this second half of this second leg. Ollie Watkins just taking the ball over the byline there, and it'll be a goal kick for Ortega to take. So it'll be interesting to see if Villa show the same kind of intensity as what they did in the first half. Now that they have brought this tie back all square on aggregate. So just waiting for Ortega to deliver the goal kick in. Goes long. Wood can't latch onto it though. He's had a pretty quiet game. In fact, so has Jesus up top for Forest as well. Martinez then passes short to Torres. Long delivery from the Spanish centre-half, goes long. Cunha just lets it run out of play. We've had 3 bookings, by the way, in the match. Morato and Cunha with bookings. Sorry, Morato and Cunha with bookings for Forest there. Still not too sure who actually received the booking for Villa. It is either one of the substitutes, who still hasn't come on yet, or it's one of the Villa coaching staff. It's not Unai Emery, it was someone behind him. But it was hard to see which direction the yellow card was actually aimed at. But either one of the Villa substitutes or one of the members of staff has also received the yellow card. I can only assume for dissent towards the referee. John McGinn then in possession on this right-hand side. He's not got one, he's got 2 Forest players around him. He's somehow managed to keep possession now for Villa. Now Forest are able to play the ball out long from the back. Villa's defence will soak up the pressure. Now they can start from scratch. Lindelof plays the ball up to Watkins, who's now inside the said circle. Watkins still has a bandage wrapped around his head after a nasty facial collision with Morato. Delivery from McGinn, and it somehow manages to escape and avoid every Villa and Forest player inside the box. And, well, did the last touch come off a Forest player then? Looked as if no one actually got on the end of McGinn's delivery, but I think it is actually going to be a corner here to Villa. Morato's got a bit of a problem, but he is now back up on both feet here. But it looks as if we got a corner for Villa. Still got a break in play. Oh, it is. So, just to confirm, it is going to be a goal kick then for Forest. There's some confusion there as to who actually got the last touch, but it must have been from McGinn. Now, Forest will clear the ball away right from their own byline here. Just a reminder that the winners of this tie will face either Freiburg of Germany or Braga of Portugal. At the moment, it would be Freiburg. They now lead 3-2 on aggregate as they're winning 2-0 on the night after Braga had a man sent off after just, I think it was 6 minutes played. So Freiburg very much in control of that tie. So it could well be Freiburg in the final, but who will they face? Very, very tough to predict right now. Still a long way to go here at Villa Park. Torres just plays the ball back to Conser inside the centre circle. Back to Torres. Just on this left-hand side. Being pressed well, though. Torres. Pressing from Forest, from Yates, who's only been on the pitch a few minutes. And it's getting a little bit feisty there between Torres and Yates. It's going to be a free kick to Villa. Torres wasn't particularly happy with how persistent the shirt pulling was there from his opponent. As if Buendia also picked up a knock just a moment ago from Yates. So I think the referee is just having a word here to Yates. I think just to say, look, any more of those little challenges and the yellow card is going to have to come out. So that was twice in quick succession there, just those little challenges that have come in. Were fouls. McGinn with a low delivery, not particularly well dealt with by Yates. He certainly had an eventful game since coming on. Villa back in possession. All of Forest's players currently behind the ball. Conser now to John McGinn. McGinn back to Conser. Now to Torres. Keeps the ball low down. Can't find Buendia though. Now Forest can break away on the right through Hutchinson. Hutchinson just takes his time, well controlled. Now back to Dominguez. Now Milenkovic. So just a reminder, Forest have 4 more subs that they can make. Villa with a full allotment of 5. Of course, if we do go into extra time, both teams can make 1 additional sub. Ooh, and now a yellow card has come out for another member of staff here for Villa. Or is that one for Forest? That's to a Forest member of staff. It was after a challenge there from Digne on Hutchinson. And one of the Forest coaches, I think, really wasn't happy with that challenge, and he was very promptly shown a yellow card by the referee. So I think that's both the Villa coach and the Forest coach who have now been shown a caution. Hutchinson is now back up on both feet here. And, well, hobbling a bit, but looks as if he will be able to continue. So now move into the 53rd minute of this second leg. Forest, of course, in excellent form heading into this game. 10 games unbeaten in all competitions, and also on the back of 5 wins in a row in all competitions as well, including that first leg win over Villa at the City ground. Villa back in possession with Conser. And he's gone down, and it's a free kick after Conser went down. Anderson with the challenge, but both speaking to each other civilly, both with smiles on their faces. Good to see. Of course, both those players could feature for the England squad at this summer's FIFA World Cup, which Flash Score will be covering for commentaries for every single game. That's a lot of group games with 48 teams now involved as well. So Flash Score will be providing you coverage extensively throughout the summer for the World Cup. Back to European matters for now, though. McGinn has just won a corner here for Villa on this right-hand side. This will be Villa's first corner of this second half. So we now move into the 55th minute here. Villa 1-0 up on the night, 1-1 on aggregate. Still waiting for this delivery from McGinn to come in. And it's taken short, finds Buendia. Now Cash. Tielemans rather, plays the ball into the 6-yard area here, and Villa almost get an opportunity to get a shot in. Couldn't do so in the end, but now John McGinn will get a shot in. It's charged down, rebounds back out to the Scotland international once more. Now Rodgers, but Rodgers can't keep possession. And Forest are able to win the ball back, though, through Williams. And the referee has now stopped play. Not sure if there was an offside there somewhere in the build-up. Now, was Torres brought down inside the 6-yard box by Nikola Milenkovic? I just wonder if the game has been stopped, because there could be a possible VAR check here. Was Pau Torres brought down inside the 6-yard box by Nikola Milenkovic? There is a potential penalty check. VAR are checking this. That is why the game has been stopped. Yates is speaking to the referee, as is Milenkovic, and the referee is going over to his monitor. This is a huge moment here in this UEFA Europa League semi-final second leg. We have a penalty review, and the referee is going over to his monitor. So the question is, did Milenkovic drag Pau Torres down to the turf? I think this is going to be retrospectively given as a penalty.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's a clear pull of the shirt. It does send Torres off balance, and the penalty has been given. Aston Villa have been awarded a penalty after Milenkovic has retrospectively been deemed to have fouled Pau Torres inside the 6-yard area.
Aston Villa
So Forest were awarded a penalty in the first leg. Now Villa have been awarded a penalty in the second half of the second leg. And now, who will take the spot kick for Villa? Because this is massive. Absolutely massive. We're into the 57th minute.
Penalty for
Forest
Aston
is
Villa.
1-1 on aggregate, and it looks as if it's going to be Emi Buendia to take the spot kick. So it's Buendia versus Ortega. Goodness me, this is an enormous moment here at Villa Park. An enormous moment for both sides. We're waiting the whistle to go. Buendia, big breath in, is going to take it right-footed. Buendia versus Ortega. Buendia takes and he scores! Buendia finds the bottom corner. He goes to his bottom left. Ortega guessed the right way, but he couldn't reach the ball. And Villa have gone 2-0 up here on the night, and they're 2-1 up on aggregate. And the Villa fans, as you can imagine here inside Villa Park, are going absolutely crazy. Milenkovic is shaking his head. He still cannot believe that VAR have intervened there. It's going to be one of those cases where Villa fans will think it will definitely, it was a penalty. And Forest fans will think they've been very hard done by. It's a 50-50 call, but the referee, well, once you knew VAR had intervened and the referee had gone over to his monitor, it's very rare that the referee will stick to his original decision. And you're seeing scenes on my monitor here of Prince William going absolutely crazy in what I imagine is the BID area up top. If you weren't aware already, he's a massive Villa fan. But this game is still far from over. Unai Emery knows it, telling his Villa players to keep focused. So still over half an hour to go. Villa are now 2-0 up on the night and 2-1 up on aggregate. But there's still plenty of time for Forest to get back into this tie. Martinez playing the ball out from the back. But it's at the moment, it's Villa with all the momentum. But of course, that can all change very, very quickly in this beautiful game. Now Anderson. He's done really well to get the tackle in there. Still Anderson. Just finding support. And the ball's gone out of play. And it's come off Anderson last, not McGinn. You can tell the Villa fans really pumped up inside the stadium here. So it's going to be a throw to Villa. They've got all the momentum at the moment. We're just at the hour mark now, 60 minutes in. Concert plays the ball into Torres inside his own 18-yard box. Didier. Torres now plays the ball long. Watkins tries to control the ball, just unable to do so. Anderson can't reach the ball though for Forest, just getting a little bit scrappy here. Now Forest are able to play the ball all the way back to Ortega. At the moment, Forest just haven't really threatened all that much. We'll need to go through the match stats sooner rather than later, but Ollie Watkins now is just able to get past his man, and he's found the back of the net, but the offside flag is up immediately, and I think Ollie Watkins knew as soon as he struck the ball, I think he knew he was offside. Yeah, he's about 2 yards offside. Yeah, that's definitely the right call. I mean, Watkins didn't even celebrate. I think he went for goal just in case, but I think he knew immediately the goal was not going to stand. So.
Nottingham Forest, what are you doing, man?
Forest's defence now looking to
You're
play the
one
ball
up
out
right
from
now,
the
you are
back here.
one down.
Buendia just clears the ball away, but it's still a throw-in now for Forest in a good position here. And it looks as if Morgan Gibbs-White is going to be coming on sooner rather than later. It's been a big miss for Forest. Gibbs-White has been in incredible form recently. Again, another player that could feature in Thomas Tuchel's squad for the FIFA World Cup this summer. Now Watkins looking to get ahead of his man here. He's got Dominguez and Milenkovic around him. In the end, that's a good tackle put in there by Milenkovic. But Villa have won the throw. Just waiting for this throw-in to come in. I just wonder if Villa are going to play this long here. Crowd in full voice here as John McGinn ends up latching onto the throw-in and goes for goal, but it's on target, but still saved by Ortega. Good goalkeeping there. Did well to gather the ball, make sure he didn't give Villa a chance to get a rebound in. Just think McGinn didn't quite get the conviction that he wanted, and he was furious with his efforts there in the end. But in the end, decent save from Stefan Ortega. Now it's up to Forest now to chase this game. In terms of total attempts then, Villa have had 13 shots to Forest's 2 so far. And on target, Villa have had 7 on target to Forest's 0. So Forest still haven't had a shot on target yet in this second leg. And Villa on the attack once more. Would one more goal kill the tie off here for Villa? Villa now have the advantage. Forest in possession now, though. Just on this right-hand side with Cunha. Just wonder when Morgan Gibbs-White is going to come on. He's still got that really nasty-looking cut on his face. It was really nasty injury that he took in Forest's most recent game. But Forest fans, I'm sure, will be desperate for him to come on sooner rather than later. But Forest now on the break themselves here in a rare venture forward. Hutchinson chips the delivery in, and Jesus manages to get on the end of it, but it's a header that was always going to be steered off target. He was being man-marked very closely indeed there. As head coach Vitor Pereira looks on, it's been excellent for Forest since coming into the club, but Forest have just struggled in this second leg. The first leg was very, very tight, but Forest edged it with that converted penalty for Chris Wood. Now it's Villa with the advantage. They're 2-0 up on the night and 2-1 up on aggregates after Emi Buendia converted from the spot. Long goal kick, glancing header. Watkins tries to get ahead of his man, can't do so. But then there's a slip there from Williams, and John McGinn looking to take advantage, but McGinn is deemed to have fouled Nico Williams. And much to the home support's displeasure, I think that was the right call. McGinn just came in too keenly for that challenge, and it's going to be a free kick for Forest on the left-hand side of their defence. Still Freiburg 2, Braga 0. So Freiburg lead 3-2 on aggregate in that game. So as it stands, the Europa League final will be between Aston Villa and SC Freiburg. So it'll be a Premier League versus Bundesliga final. But of course, things can change very, very quickly. Forest looking to play the ball up now down this left-hand side, trying to find Chris Wood, who's not really seen much of the ball at all. Villa's defence has been excellent so far. Throw-in to be taken by Williams. 5 more. Williams tries to clear the ball away again here, but Villa save in the end from Ortega. That's up from close range following an excellent assist from Emi Buendia. Second leg of this Europa League semi-final. As soon as we can. So Palace are now 2-1 up on the night, so they now lead 5-2 on aggregate. So it does look as if Palace are pretty much one step into the final. And at the moment, as it stands, they will be playing Rayo Vallecano, which is a great story. If you've got some time, do read up on Rayo Vallecano's story, because that would be quite something for a team of their stature to have reached a European competition final there. We've definitely had to do a lot of things the hard way. It's an incredible story, so do read up on that if you can. But for now, 23 minutes to go. Villa hold a 1-goal lead on aggregates. Now Forest will play the ball out from the back here. Looking to find Omari Hutchinson down this right-hand side. Can he keep the ball? Yes, he can. Then it's a heavy touch there from Cunha. Villa's defence are able to win the ball back. Forest wants a free kick. The referee says no. And Forest can't keep the ball at the moment here. Again, in a central position inside his own half, and Villa have just got a little bit of space to work with here. Buendia goes down, and it's a free kick. Just shoved over to the ground there. He's had a really good game, Buendia. Very good indeed. Scored pretty much with the last touch of the game in Villa's most recent match, that 2-1 home defeat to Spurs. Very, very strange game there where Villa were absolutely woeful. It's worst I've seen Villa play in a long, long time. And Spurs deservedly getting the 3 points there, but this has been a much, much, much improved Villa performance. And Forest have really struggled in this second leg. But of course, 1 goal from Forest suddenly changes everything. It changes the whole dynamic of the tie. 22 minutes to go. Lindelof. Now to Cash on the right flank, 10 yards into Forest's half. Conser onto the left-hand side of the centre circle. Torres. Still Torres, just taking his time here. Of course, Villa can start to take up time. It's now Forest's, the onus is on them to chase the game now. They need a goal from somewhere, but they still haven't actually had a shot on target yet. Now into the 70th minute, Williams, just inside his own half, plays the ball back to Morato. Now Anderson, up forward to Yates. Yates can't reach the ball though, but Forest are able to win the ball back, and now Chris Wood has beaten the offside trap. Chris Wood just has a goalkeeper to beat, but Martinez makes a vital save Did the offside flag go up? I don't think it did. So that would have counted. So that's a vital save from Martinez to stop Chris Wood from getting a vital goal back there for Forest, and Forest back on the attack. Nico Williams has just been penned into his own corner flag there. He's done well to keep the ball. Passes back to Yates. Some much needed momentum now for Nottingham Forest.
Yes,
Anderson
go.
passes the ball to his right-hand side. Now he's just inside the edge of the area, and Anderson, that's neither really a cross or a shot, and the ball will just go wide. And well, it'll be interesting to see, was Wood on or off? Ooh, very close, very close. So it looks as if the linesman, or rather the assistant referee, kept the flag down. But I'm sure VAR would have checked it with the lines, and it would have been very close indeed. But either way, obviously Martinez couldn't know, and that was still a vital save. And now Forest are going to ring the changes here. Chris Wood, that's his last touch of the game. So Chris Wood, the only goal scorer in the first leg, he's now come off. So I think we're going to see a triple Forest change. Lorenzo Luca's coming on. So Chris Wood has come off. He's replaced by number 20, Lorenzo Luca. So Luca's come on for Wood. Verato has come off for Forest in defence. He's replaced by Bakwa. And it's going to be a long delivery there from Emi Martinez. Looking to find Watkins. Watkins does well to hold the ball up, and now Emi Buendia gets ahead of his man. Buendia will go for goal, but he shoots wide. That was a decent chance there for Villa. Decent chance indeed. Villa hitting Forest on the counter. So just a reminder of those couple of changes that Forest have just made there. So Dylan Bakwa and Lorenzo Luca have come on for Chris Wood and Morato. So Forest have 2 more changes that they can make. Villa have still got 5 more. They've not used up any substitutes whatsoever. If we do go to extra time, you can make 1 additional sub, so you can make up to 6. And it's now going to be a corner to Forest on this right-hand side. So a chance here for Forest to apply some pressure. Indeed, it's their first corner of this game. So a real chance here for the visitors to apply some pressure onto Villa through a set piece.
Come on.
So corner to come in then from this right-hand side. Right, into the 6-yard area, but Martinez claims confidently. And he'll take those all night long. Vitor Pereira very unhappy with that corner. Furious. Not happy at all. Now Villa go on another attack themselves, but not the best of passes. Now Anderson will retrieve the ball. Challenge comes in, advantage played. And it's going to be a free kick to Forest. Now Villa are going to make their first change, and it's going to be Lamar Bogard who's going to come on. He's going to replace Victor Lindelof, who I think has been fantastic for Villa in the centre of midfield. He's come in for Amadou Onana, who's been injured, and I think he's been absolutely terrific there. So Lindelof gets a big reception there from the Villa crowd. So Lindelof is being replaced, and Lamar Bogard will come on for him for Villa's first substitution of the game. So Villa have 4 more subs that they can make. They are around 17 minutes away from reaching Istanbul for the Europa League Final. Now, free kick has come in for Forest, chipped towards the 18-yard area, but the referee has just stopped play there. I think the free kick might have to be retaken. He's just having words with Matty Cash for Villa and Lorenzo Luca, who's only just come on really for Forest. So it looks as if the free kick's going to be retaken. So we're just over the halfway line, just inside the centre circle. So you'd imagine this is going to be chipped into towards the 18-yard box again then. What can Forest do here with the set pieces? Anderson, little touch of the ball. Hutchinson delivers the ball into the area, but Villa can break away at pace. Watkins just slips at a vital moment, but he's been able to keep hold of the ball. Now Morgan Rogers goes on his own, powers his way down the left of centre. Rogers looking to play the ball into the centre. He manages to keep hold of the ball because the ball ricochets back to him. Now the England international finds Tielemans. Now Villa back with Digne on the left-hand side. Rogers, nice ball to Watkins. Back onto the left flank. Digne. Now to Torres. He's got Konsa in support. Konsa receives the ball now. 15 minutes away from the end of the match, unless Forest can get a goal. McGinn just keeps the ball round about 20 yards over the halfway line. He's done well to win a throw there. So a throw to Villa inside Forest's half on the right-hand side. 20 yards over the halfway line. It's a long, long throw from Cash up to the edge of the 18-yard box. And it's going to roll out for a throw right next to the corner flag on this right-hand side. It's a good territory gained there by Villa. So Villa with this 1-goal lead on Aggregate. 15 minutes to go. I imagine this is going to be a long throw taken by Cash. Morgan Gibbs-White still sat there on the bench, still with the tracksuits on. Such a nasty cut that he's got on his face. But he is available on the bench. He is in the squad. Long throw taken by Matty Cash, headed away by the Forest defence. Just anywhere they can. And that's a good, strong defensive header back from Konsa all the way back to Martinez. He'll take up as much time as he can here. Martinez now throws the ball out to Torres. And Torres with a long delivery here, looking to find Rogers. Rogers plays in Watkins, and now John McGinn, and he scored! John McGinn has found the bottom corner. It's Villa 3, Forest 0, and Villa are on the brink of reaching the Europa League Final. John McGinn, the Scotland international, with a lovely left-footed finish into the bottom corner. It was beautifully worked. It was a long ball from Pau Torres. And then a link-up play there between Rogers and Watkins then resulted in John McGinn, who was able to be on his own just inside the 18-yard area and perfectly balanced. He shoots with his left foot, the side of his foot, into the bottom corner. It starts with Martinez. He throws the ball out to Torres. It's a long ball down the centre. It's chested down by Rogers. Then Watkins with a lovely pass, and then right on the edge of the box, John McGinn on his own plays the ball. He curves the ball past Ortega. It's into the bottom corner, and Villa are on the brink of reaching the Europa League Final, where, as it stands, they would play SC Freiburg of the German Bundesliga. Unai Emery reacts. He celebrates by a lot of fist pumps, and then I think almost punching the advertising board. It's always an animated figure, and he certainly liked what he saw there. But of course, the tide is still not over yet. Forest, it's a mountain to climb, but Forest, they've still got a hope. They've still got a hope, because there's still 12 minutes to go. If Forest can get a goal from somewhere, it will just give them some hope. It will leave the door ajar. So the job is not done yet, and Forest, they've got to just find some hope from somewhere, find some belief that they can break through this Villa defence, because if they can, it would set up a very, very nervous finale. So the game is not done yet, certainly not by any stretch of the imagination. But the big question is, can Forest unlock this Villa defence? Because it would set up a very nervy finale. So Villa now 2 goals up on Aggregate. They're 3-0 up on the night, 3-1 up on Aggregate here. And Villa firmly in control. Bogard, and now Villa on the attack again here. Morgan Rogers plays the ball in. It's John McGinn again. He's found the back of the net again. John McGinn has found the bottom corner. It's Villa 4, Forest 0. And surely now, barring a miracle, Aston Villa are going to be in the Europa League Final. Villa Forest will now need to find 3 goals inside the last 10 minutes. John McGinn has scored 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes. This time into the opposite bottom corner of the net. Forest have been just blown apart within the last few minutes here. It was a poor ball. Bogard got on the end of it. Rogers with the assist this time. And that's such a confident finish into the bottom corner. And now, well, he just said before, Forest still went out of it, but it was a mountain to climb. Well, for Forest, the mountain is now the size of Everest. It's not over yet, but Forest have somehow now got to find 3 goals in the space of 10 minutes.
Impossible, man.
And Unai Emery is such an animated figure, isn't he? Well, apart from that last game against Spurs, which was, why not? Caused a bit of a stir as well. Unai Emery, surprisingly, just very not animated in that game against Spurs, but this has been a completely different performance. I covered that game, and I didn't cover the Forest game against Chelsea, but of course, even with a weakened side, Forest put Chelsea to the sword. I remember watching the highlights, and it was a very impressive performance there from Forest. And they've been in such good form, and it's still been, whatever happens here, a fantastic European campaign for Vitor Pereira's side. But as the second leg has progressed, they've ended up just being blown apart here by Villa, who have been much the stronger side in this second leg, and very different to the first legs. Of course, it was so tight, and Forest managed to gain that slender advantage. But Forest have got to try and find a way back somehow. Hutchinson tries to get a ball in from the left-hand side. It's charged down. Vitor Pereira watches on. I think he knows the game is up. They've got to try and find some belief from somewhere, but they do need a goal as soon as possible to have any chance. Jadon Sancho is getting ready to come on for Villa. Just receives a quick pep talk there from Unai Emery. Now Forest just with Dominguez in the centre of midfield. Now passes out to Williams. Now on the right-hand side with Bakwa. Goes past one, goes down. And that's going to be a free kick for Forest. On this right-hand side, you kind of get the feeling that the best chance Forest have got of scoring is through a set-piece in this game. Villa's defence has been superb throughout the second leg, but you get the feeling if Forest are going to make a breakthrough, it will be via a set piece. But if they are going to find a way back in, they've got to score now, really. They need 3 goals from somewhere. So Jadon Sancho still getting ready to come on. Backward still getting ready to take this free kick. So a free kick comes in here, and it's, headed away by Morgan Rogers for a split second. I thought it almost headed it into the back of his own net, but it goes out for a corner kick. And so the corner will be taken on this left-hand side here. So on this left flank, still waiting for the corner to come in. It's going to be Nico Williams to take. Aimed in at the far post. Who's it come off last? So it's rolled out for a throw. But for which side? Milenkovic and Torres have just had coming together there. Milenkovic now back up on both feet, but he's not happy.
Oh boy, you are laughing.
So I'm not too sure if this is going to be given as a free kick or whether it will be a throw to Forest in an attacking position. So Jadon Sancho still getting ready to come on. He's been waiting a little while now. This will be Villa's second substitution. Now a delivery comes in from the right-hand side. Forest looking to latch on at the end. It's Luca. It's got Cash in contention. And Cash,
So near.
well, I've got to be honest, I thought Cash had committed a foul there, but the referee not giving it. Villa will just clear the ball away now. Goes out for a throw. Midway down this left-hand side. Jadon Sancho still waiting to come on. Throw-in taken very quickly. Yates to Hutchinson with delivery in, and it's taken by Martinez, and Martinez has hurt his lower back. Of course, I'm sure there will be suspicions that Martinez might possibly be wasting some time here, but at the moment he is holding his lower back. So if you have just tuned in, you've missed a lot. Not going to lie, you've missed a lot. So Villa are on the brink of reaching the Europa League Final. So, of course, Forest won the first leg 1-0. Villa, though, are 4-0 up in this second leg, so they lead 4-1 on aggregate. Emi Buendia has gone off. He's been replaced then by Sancho, who is now finally on the pitch for Villa's second substitution. So Sancho has come on for Buendia. Martinez is now back up on both feet here. And Forest are about to make their final substitutions. It's going to be a double sub. Looks as if Sangare is one of the players that's going to come on.
Sangare.
So we'll come to that later. But Forest now just on the attack once more. Of course, time fast running out here. Hutchinson. Now to Jesus. It's had a very quiet game, Igor Jesus. Anderson, pass a square. Even though Forest are losing, I still think Anderson has had a good game, though. Now to Cunha, who's on a booking. Dominguez. Thought that was won back for a moment there by Tielemans, but it's been given as a foul on Ryan Yates. So it's going to be a double change then for Nottingham Forest. So it's actually going to be a double change. So it looks as if it's going to be number 61, Jimmy Sinclair, coming on. So Shea Cunha's coming off. And it's going to be Murillo who's going to come on. So Murillo is going to come on for Forest as we just move into the 88th minute. So Murillo on and Sinclair has come on as well. Shea Cunha has come off for Forest. So Cunha off for Murillo to come on. And Sinclair has come on for Hutchinson. And so they are final changes for Forest, unless they can somehow score 3 goals with 3 minutes of normal time left plus stoppage time. Anderson plays the ball over the halfway line. Jesus just knocks the ball back to Bakwa. Now to the left-hand side where Jimmy Sinclair can latch onto the ball for his first touch. Sinclair throws the ball back into play as quickly as he can understand. Dominguez. Nice delivery, but it's headed away by the Villa defence. There was just a couple of appeals there for a penalty, but nothing given from the referee. Forest's defence now on the ball. Milenkovic. Anderson. Oh, it's an offside, though, given. Just on Luca. And you can tell the game is just petering away now as Villa get ready to make a couple more substitutions. Leon Bailey is going to come on. In fact, it's going to be a triple substitution. Leon Bailey is going to come on. Morgan Rogers is one of the players coming off here. John McGinn is going to be coming off. What a game he's had. So McGinn going to be coming off as well. 2 second-half goals which have killed this tie off here. Huge celebrations after each one. And the game is now just petering away for Forest. It will be a bitter pill to swallow for Vitor Pereira's side, but take nothing away from this European run. It's been an excellent European run. But they've just fallen, it seems, at the final hurdle before reaching the final itself. So we'll just confirm that triple sub for Villa in just a moment. So Tyrone Mings has come on from Rodgers, Douglas Luiz has come on for Pau Torres, and Leon Bailey has come on for McGinn as the ball is just fed back to Martinez. We're now on to the 90th minute, so we've just started stoppage time. So we should be about to find out now how much stoppage time we're going to have here. We're going to have 4 minutes, so 4 minutes of stoppage time. Forest, they need a goal from this attack if they're going to have any chance here. Yates goes for goal, and it's on target, but saved by Martinez, and it's a routine save for the goalkeeper as well. Just a reminder of that late triple sub then for Villa. Douglas Luiz on for Torres.
This is
Mings on for Rodgers,
humiliation,
and
man.
Bailey on for McGinn.
4-0.
And just those 2 late subs for Forest as well. Arillo on for Cunha and Sinclair on for Hutchinson. Forest back in possession from defence into midfield. Then a through ball attempted, but that's straight into the gloves there of Emi Martinez. And he'll take his time here. 3 minutes to go as Vitor Pereira just shakes his head. I don't think he can quite believe what's happened to Forest in this game. Has to be said, Villa have controlled this second leg from start to finish. It's been a brilliant performance. There was a lot of pressure on Unai Emery's side. They were coming into this game with 3 defeats in a row, losing the first leg. It was a dreadful performance against Spurs, which they were actually booed off the field from. There will certainly not be any booing from Villa fans after this one at Villa Park. How momentum and atmospheres can change so quickly in this game. Just over 2 minutes to go then. It's a free kick to Forest in a defensive position. Ball is chipped over the halfway line. Now the ball comes on to the number 61, Jimmy Sinclair. Pretty certain this is the first game I've ever covered with Sinclair featuring. Look quite lively down that left-hand side, but of course it does look as if the damage is done. Do get the feeling as well that Morgan Gibbs-White would have only have come on for Forest if, you know, maybe just for like a 2-minute cameo or something like that, if they were still desperate for a goal. So he's clearly, I don't think he's not match fit, and he's not come onto the field at all. 1.5 minutes to go there, 90 seconds to go. The tempo has dropped, but the atmosphere in the crowd certainly hasn't. They're now in full voice here. So we just await this throw-in to be taken by Villa on the left-hand side, midway down their own half. Now Cash on the right wing. Long ball from the Poland international. And it's just to find Yuri Tielemans, goes down. Referee says no free kick, and Forest defence will play the ball out from the back. 60 seconds to go. Villa, 99% of the way there, through to a major European final for the first time in a long, long time. Jesus just can't latch onto the ball there for Forest, but that's well won back though by Jimmy Sinclair. Jesus.
It's
Now
over,
to
man.
Yates will go for goal, and it's just wide. I think that took a deflection.
The
That's very
referee
close
should
indeed. Yeah, it took a deflection off Ezri Konsa,
end this match, man.
and it's going to be a corner for Forest.
End this match. It's over.
Yates had every right to go for the hit there, but that was great defending there from
It's
Ezri
over.
Konsa. So it's going to be a corner for Forest on this left-hand side. Aimed in at the far post. It's a glancing header off
This is
Lorenzo
Nottingham
Luca,
Forest.
but it just rolls out of play. And surely the final whistle is going to go at any moment here at Villa Park. And there goes the full-time whistle. Aston Villa are through to the UEFA Europa League Final. They have defeated Nottingham Forest on the night 4-0, on aggregate 4-1. And that was an exceptional Villa performance, really, from start to finish against a very good side who were just outclassed in this second leg. Forest, don't forget, we're on a run of 5 wins in a row in all competitions, also unbeaten in 10 games as well, including, of course, a win in that first leg over Villa at the City ground. But Ollie Watkins scored in the 36th minute to make it 1-1. Then Emi Buendia converted from the penalty spot just before the hour mark to make it 2-1 on aggregate to Villa. And then 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes inside the last quarter of an hour from John McGinn killed the tie-off, made it 4-0 to Villa. And they will play, well, the winners of Freiburg or Braga in the final. I will just very, very quickly check my sources now as to who they will play. And it
Villa
will be
versus
Freiburg. So Freiburg have won 3-1 on the night. And so it will be Aston Villa of the English Premier League against SC Freiburg of the German Bundesliga in the Europa League Final on Wednesday, the 20th of May at the Besiktas Stadium in Istanbul in Turkey. And Joshua Smith will be providing live audio commentary for that Europa League Final for Flash Score. So if you can't be at the game or if you can't watch the game on TV, make sure you listen to that game on our Flash Score commentary coverage. But for now, whatever you're up to for the rest of this evening, take care and thank you.
I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed. Nottingham Forest, man. You have been winning. You defeated Chelsea. You had just one job. To secure a final slot in the Europa. But you have disappointed me, just like Bayern Munich yesterday. My boy, at the B, you are laughing, man. I know you are happy. I received your text early before I started doing this live stream. You were saying the Nottingham Forest football formation is shitty as hell. You are right, man. You are right. These people the Forest players came to defend rather than attacking and scoring more goals to secure the final slot. You're saying Chelsea is not a team, it's a business company. LOL. Chelsea. Another day, another disappointment, man. Nottingham Forest just disappointed me, man. It was a beautiful Thursday. Look at the results. You had the advantage. Nottingham Forest, they had the advantage, but they decided to defend. Big up to Aston Villa. They've shown they want the finals, man. They want to win this Europe. And it is evident, man, Aston Villa are gonna be winning. It's evident, man, Aston Villa are gonna be winning Europa League. Good for them, man. You're saying just be support Arsenal, man. Yeah. Arsenal is my primary, football club, my favorite one. Other days I support, I support any team that's, feels worth supporting. Like I saw Nottingham Forest was a team worth supporting today. But nah. It's not a team to support, man. Back to back, today they have lost, man. But they've been winning. Big up to Aston Villa for giving us the best match, man. Best game ever. Freiburg also, they have won 3-1. They have qualified. It's gonna be Aston Villa versus Freiburg, man. Final. And I'm 70% sure Aston Villa are gonna be winning. Maybe miracles, Freiburg, they can win also. Let's wait and see. Man, I think it's time for me to sign out in peace. We've enjoyed, man. We've enjoyed the stream. Though I've not enjoyed the Nottingham Forest game, man. Shitty gamers. I don't know, man. Again, I don't know. Today we're gonna be meeting sometime. Are you ready? Are you ready? Boom. I can see someone just voted right now. It's now 10 votes in. Big up to everyone who has voted, man. Aston Villa, man. Big up. I must appreciate, man. I must appreciate you guys. Salute. So we're gonna be meeting again today on another beautiful football watch along on this channel. Yeah, like I told you, man, we're gonna be doing this every single day. All right. Yesterday, Bayern Munich disappointed me, but the referee was favoring PSG. But it is what it is. Today, Forest, I was supporting you guys, but you failed me. Not yesterday. Today, I'm gonna be doing another live stream. I don't know. I'm gonna be giving you a surprise watch along today. Let me end this. Let me end the poll. I'm gonna be giving you today a surprise watch along, football watch along live stream. You better tune in, man. He just ended the poll. Yeah. Let me stop this share. Yeah, I hope you can see me. Just ended the poll. The question was, can Aston Villa defeat Nottingham Forest? Man, Aston Villa fans were in the building. Big up. You've taken the day, man. You've taken the day. Salute. Big up. 70% for yes and no 30%. That's a big margin, man. That's a big margin. Salute to everyone who voted. Anyway, let's meet again today sometime. Don't know why my network is behaving. Just trying to chill. My network is not chilling, man. What's up? Anyway, guys, let's meet again, man. Let's meet again today. I'm out in peace. May God bless you all, man. Thank you for the support. I love you all. Peace and love, man. Wish me a quick recovery, man. I don't know why I have a big pimple around just near my eye, man. But I'm gonna be okay, man. Anyway, thank you for the support. May God bless you all, man. Thank you for the support. Like I always say, man, I wish you the very best in everything you're doing out there, man. Be consistent, never give up. You're gonna win, man. Alright? God with us all, man. See you in the next. Peace and loving, man. I'm out.